Have you ever thought about a kind of love so powerful it's willing to face public humiliation and just constant, grinding heartbreak? Today, we're going to dive into a story that really pushes the boundaries of what we think of as devotion. It's about a prophet who is given a truly unthinkable task.
And this is it. The big, shocking question at the heart of the whole thing. A command that just seems to fly in the face of all logic, of all reason. But figuring out the why behind this command, well, that's the key to unlocking a much, much deeper message about love, faith, and what it means to be brought back home.
So, let's set the scene. We begin with the prophet Hosea. And the land around him, it's kind of like a mirror for the spiritual state of his people. They've turned their backs on their faith, they've broken their promises. It's into this mess that Hosea gets a mission from God that is going to completely shatter his life.
And the command?
Wow. It's as clear as it is devastating. Hosea's life, his marriage, his home, all of it is about to become a living, breathing metaphor for God's own heartbreak over his people's unfaithfulness. Every bit of personal pain he's about to feel is designed to be a very public message.
I mean, you can just feel the anguish here, right? This isn't some abstract theological idea for him. It's a deeply personal, painful sacrifice. He's asking the question we'd all ask. How can I possibly do this? How can I love someone whose heart is always somewhere else? It's this raw, brutal conflict between his own feelings and this divine calling. And what does he do? He obeys. He goes and finds her, Gomer. Her eyes, as the slide says, tell a story. They hold the glimmer of gold and the depths of pain. And he marries her, knowing full well that the whispers from the townspeople are only the beginning. His home is about to become the stage for a divine drama.
But you know, the story doesn't just stop with the marriage. The prophecy and the pain of Hosea's mission gets even deeper. Because now his own children are going to become living symbols of this broken relationship between God and the nation.
So you'd think the birth of a child would be a happy occasion, right? Not here. Their very names are prophecies. First, a son is born, and he's named Jezreel, a name that's basically a warning of a coming judgment. Then another son is born, and he becomes a symbol of the anxiety and fear that's just gripping the land. Each child is a painful, living reminder of his mission.
And all the while, Gomer, she just can't stay. She keeps leaving Hosea, disappearing back into the city streets, back to the very life he saved her from. And you have to imagine every single time she leaves, it's another stab in the heart for Hosea. A fresh wave of humiliation and sadness, perfectly mirroring the message he's supposed to be living out. You'd think he'd give up, right? But he doesn't. His commitment is just unshakable. He tells her that his love, just like God's command, is constant. He understands that all their shared pain isn't for nothing. It is the message. He's resolved to see this thing through, no matter how much it hurts.
Okay, so this is where everything comes to a head. All of this private pain, all this heartbreak behind closed doors is about to explode into a very, very public spectacle in the most humiliating way you can possibly imagine. I want you to really try and picture this. Put yourself there. The heat is just beating down. You've got the nonstop shouting of vendors, the clinking of coins, dust swirling everywhere, crowds pushing past you. It's a place of business, of transactions, and it's here that a human life is about to get a price tag. And then the news comes, and it's just a gut punch. Gomer, his wife, has fallen so low that she's now literally property, being sold off at a public slave auction. Her identity, her freedom, her worth, it's all gone. She's just an object for sale to the highest bidder. Can you imagine the scene? People are probably laughing, pointing, whispering, and Hosea, he just walks straight through all of it. He doesn't back down from the shame. His resolve is absolute, and his eyes are locked only on her, standing there, completely defeated. This is the moment that reveals everything.
So he pays the price, he buys her back, and then he says something that changes everything. He's not claiming ownership, he's declaring a restoration. You will come with me now, because you have been brought back. See the difference? This isn't a purchase, this is a rescue.
Okay, so he brings her home, and this is the moment where the story it pivots. We move from this incredibly painful human story to what it all really means. This is where we finally understand the why behind that strange command from the very beginning.
Okay, this right here, this is the decoder ring for the entire story. Let's walk through it.
Hosea's relentless, almost crazy love for Gomer, that's a picture of God's love. Gomer constantly leaving, being unfaithful, that represents Israel breaking its promises. The purchase in the slave market, that's redemption. And bringing her home, that's restoration. Hosea's whole life was a living, breathing parable.
And for Gomer, in this moment, you can almost see the light bulb go on. Something finally clicks. She realizes for the first time that Hosea's unending, seemingly irrational love for her is just a reflection of something way, way bigger. And the change isn't some big, flashy miracle. It's not a lightning bolt from the sky or anything like that. It's quiet, it's small, but it's profound. For the first time, Gomer doesn't run away. She stays. And that simple act of stillness, that one choice not to run, that's everything. That's the real beginning of her journey back.
So that word, redemption, what does it actually mean here? It's not a simple